You know, I think if people really know the truth about what's really going on, um, what's really happening in the world today, you know, the real news that very rarely gets reported on mainstream television, radio broadcasting. It's kind of like it's like the elephant in the room. You know, everybody's like ignoring, you know, what's really going on. And what I don't understand about our society is that we allow the frauds and the hucksters and the flim-flam, you know, salespeople that are just selling bullshit. They own the television networks. So all that home shopping shit and all that crap, all that, you know, music videos and sports, you know, race car driving and all that, horse racing and all that shit. You know, getting people, encouraging people to gamble and consume a lot of alcohol and waste money, travel around a lot, you know, waste their money on frivolities. And it's like, of course television doesn't want people to know what's really going on, because then that hurts their the revenue, you know. It's like, it's all they care about is the bottom line, you know, how much advertising dollars they have to put on television. What, you know, it's like the old days of Rome when they had the bread and beer and circuses. They just, you know, the politicians and, you know, the media and the elites, you know, they want everybody to just kind of be like asleep, be drones, not wake up to what's really happening in the world. So we're going to have to, you know, the future people are the ones that are going to pay for the people now that are, this is all leading up to. So they're the future people are going to, they're the ones that are going to foot the bill. They're going to be paying for the folly of this generation. I'm kind of making a depressing video. I know this is a scenario that could possibly happen in the near future. They've been measuring the Earth's magnetic field, and it's actually getting areas where it's becoming unstable and it's changing. And the actual North Pole is moving in its position relative to the true north, the star Polaris. Or, yeah. This scenario here is where, because the Earth's magnetic field is changing direction, that's making parts of it get weaker and stronger on the surface of the Earth. So there's areas on the surface of the Earth where the magnetic field lines are like moving around. I've always thought it'd be an interesting idea to suspend a laser pointer on mount it to a compass needle, and then have the laser pointer like 100 200, 300 yards away, and have the laser dot shine on the wall, and see if the needle actually moves the laser around. If the magnetic field is changing direction, they could use they build an instrument that would be capable of actually, you could see the changing Earth's magnetic field position by the laser dot. So on the wall you'd see the laser dot moving. But this is possibly could affect our electrical grid, could, you know, knock down power, burn up transformers, or, you know, like what had happened in Canada. They talk about that back in the 80s, or there was a winter storm really bad, and it actually the solar storm fried the electrical power lines, parts of it. And here's a movie. This is a fictional movie about people that get in a power outage for a long period of time. Yeah, it's a pretty good movie. This guy has a child, and the power goes out, and he can't use his credit card or ATM card, so they have cash only at the pharmacy, and in order to help save his son, he has to rob the pharmacy because he doesn't have any cash. And then they go in, these three get together, and they find a pawn shop and buy a shotgun, and they're in this house, and they're just with a swimming pool, and they're trying to figure out what they're going to do. And So they figure they're going to leave. They're all going to leave in this Cadillac, and they end up. Well, I'll give it away, but the power eventually comes back on. But it just shows what this movie is, a very good enactment of what people would do in the event of a long power outage. So if you get a chance, here's a little bit of a project I've been working on. A friend of mine had this old or worn out AGM battery that he's been using for model rocket launching, and he's telling me he's not getting enough amps, so it's not pushing enough electrons through the terminals there. So I'm have it hooked up to this Samlex battery charger. It's for two different types of battery: flooded AGM and then gel cell. And it has dip switch settings for what kind of battery you're charging, or whether or not your battery it's on a load if you're trying to charge it.